pissed off.
G'day guys, Sam here from Trade to Prosper. Today is Monday the 24th of March and my thoughts on Ondo looking bullish. More so, let's talk about crypto in general in the beginning. Bitcoin wise, I do believe we are in two scenarios from a bullish perspective. It's pretty evident. So if we look at this chart from a Bitcoin perspective, when we look at the Bitcoin chart on the CME one, this CME gap was filled and we're getting this bullish movement. From a chart perspective, this is this is a shakeout phase, and the test will be here. At the end of the day, you'll know that if this is going to be successful, it needs to break past these levels, especially this VWAP. So we're going to get price coming up, in my opinion, and then probably a rejection. And this is where we're going to see if it passes the test or not. If you look at 2000, you will see that there's a phase. Is this phase equivalent? We don't know. But if it does something similar, take out the liquidity and then come back down, then we know this is going to be more bearish. I don't think that's going to be the case. If we look at the CME chart on Bitcoin, we actually are looking to break. If we close the daily above this level, then it's going to be very valid. So if we look at it closely, you can see this band, which is a VWAP band, acted as support here as well, and then went through. So we're breaking through it, and in my opinion, that we'll probably get a wick above and then potentially come back down. And if we play around here, great. I'm looking at this as accumulation, potentially, come back down, and then we see a bull market. At this point, this could probably come up here as well. That scenario and get a rejection. That's going to be a strong rejection and back down. If we pass this level, pass this neckline and pass this VWAP, then we become bullish. There is no other way of confirming it. If we're to look back at Bitcoin in the past, many charts do this, where there is a phase where it's really looking like accumulation, and then it's a fake out and you see what it does. I don't think that's going to happen with this one, because the money supply is going up. Now, I'm not going to go into details now. There will be another video for Bitcoin, all the details. My opinion here is this is a scenario. This could be the accumulation phase or reaccumulation, and then break up to the upside, and then we get the continuation. Everything on the Bitcoin market, ETFs, Trump, tells you that we're going to be a bullish market. So is this it? Maybe. But we're going to be here for a while, so not to panic. If it goes above, still probably have a good chance to come back down and then trade it. So there's no trade for Bitcoin right now, only just waiting to see. Back to Ondo. With that mindset, Bitcoin's going up. This might be a breakout, okay, for Ondo, and it's going to have a number of levels that we're looking interested in. Ideally, if Ondo does capitulate, this is my level of interest with liquidity, taking out the bottom of that. But at this point, we can see value area high was a support level, and across, if you go across here, the value area high of this level of resistance. So what we're having is an accumulation and a breakout. We've entered a long on this one. So if we split this, actually before we go there, what we have is the count. Maybe this is the right count. That's a long one. 2. So this is basically what Bitcoin did back in 2007. Oh, sorry, 2021. It did something similar and then capitulated. Now, is this a wave 3 or 4? And this is wave 5. Very possible. That could be a very possible thing, because when wave 1 is long and wave 2 or 3 is very similar, then wave 4 to 5 is relatively short, and it fits that model. And in general, when you look at crypto in general, where there was accumulation, usually finds the top resistance as support, and it's doing that. So it's a good area to go along, and we've done that. We could enter it today just because we came across it coincidence wise. So we've entered it long. It's in line with Bitcoin breaking out as well. So if Bitcoin goes sideways for a while, this is likely to break out. We'll look at it closely, but this is what I got. The other model is ideally that where we get this extension. If you look from a Fibonacci perspective, 618 could be a resistance. Fib extension of 1, that could be potentially a level of interest as well. So we've got that range. That's what I'm looking at more so. Just a little bit. The other way you can look at this, let's see how we got it. Fib extension 1 is there. So if that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fib extension 1, so we find support there as well, which makes sense. The other one is, okay, we're further down. So if that's a 1, 2, then that makes sense that 3, 4, and 5. The indicators, let's see what the indicators tell us. Should be a bullish divergence in the making. Yes, we do. So bullish divergence on the daily. So you can see price is going up. I mean, RSI is going up, and this is going sideways. So that's a good sign on the daily. And is that a breakout? Potentially that's a breakout. So going long here makes sense. Go a small leverage and then add as you break out more. That's what I got. So if you're late into it, that's what we see. If we look on the smaller time frame, this is what we got. We've done a few analysis from different perspectives. The VWAPs, the current resistance. If you look at it, the current resistance. So here we've got the TPO value area high, designated by that. It's breaking above. So let's go to the 1 hour, probably more specific. So you can see that liquidity is slightly above. So this liquidity, there, it didn't quite take all of them out. So if we go across right to that, it hasn't been tapped out. There's still some liquidity above right there. This hasn't reached it. So we're going to find strong resistance there. Right here, we're going to find strong resistance. Look for a short scalp. You might just do, if it stays that way above the value area high, if it starts to go and break above it, that's when you go long. And then we have our 618 level, the VWAP. This is the area what we're going to have the shakeout. So if this is accumulation, the shakeout phase is here, whatever the case may be, and then further up. Here is a monthly. Probably find that the most resistance if we get the breakout from this level. So it's the few phases. So if you entered here, which we did, we entered there, just noted, and so we're up. And if it comes back down, we're going to be stopped out pretty much. But I don't think that's the case. I think it's going to continue to go up. So if this is the case, Bitcoin might just give it a chance. If we look at Tether dominance, this is telling us that things are becoming bullish. This is telling us bullish because you can see previous resistance. It really lines up well. So I'm thinking Tether is going to come down. That's going to give Bitcoin a go and the likes of other coins. So I'm bullish short term. Ondo might just do that and break out. So that's my opinion for the time being. Those are the opportunities I believe. This is confirming on the daily, on the small time frame, structural wise, it makes sense. If you look at this from an accumulation perspective, let's just do this for a sec. So we've got our A, B, C, D, and E, and then we've got our 1. We've got our wave 2. This was the accumulation, and it's on the 618 level and up. So let's have a quicker look on our clean chart. If you know your Wyckoff scenario, if we do this, it didn't really come down to the 618. It's just on the 0.5, so it's pretty bullish. I think this is going to be very impulsive. Now, if we come below here, then it's likely to come down more. But I thought this might be the case. It didn't come down. That would have been ideal. But here, it still does a job. So we're looking for a breakout. And what we're thinking is, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5. I'm not saying it's going to go that high, but who knows? So what we do is we just put our Fibonacci. There's pivot points that we look at. This is making sense using that pivot point, give or take. And if we flip this around, that's where we see our main resistance for a number of reasons. We've got the weekly and the monthly, but this we've already done that. We'll take it bit by bit, and we'll see how we go. But definitely time to look long. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Please give me a like and share, and I'll talk to you soon.
There you have it. Please give Sam a like, share, and subscribe to his channel to support him for doing more of these posts.